Yeah, the year is 2016. I was out in this beautiful, beautiful country, Costa Rica, searching for my big break, for what I thought was my love calling. I thought I had wanted to get involved in the coffee business because of my love for my country. I went on a week-long trip over there. Now, the more I get involved in this business, the more I'm learning that this is a big business. I'm also learning that I need friends. On this tour, I had managed to talk myself into set up a meeting with this millionaire from Australia. He was also there. And within a couple of days, he says to me, Alula, I'll give you half of the money. I will also help you raise the other half. Now, I came back from this trip. I told this family member that I was living with at the time, I said, my friend, I had managed to negotiate, you know, ourselves into $1 million deal. We are about to get out of this shithole. And one of the most interesting thing I noticed was that he was more excited than I was. He was more jumpy than I was. I was also jumpy, so it didn't raise any eyebrows. Now, as the months go on, his behavior is getting bizarre and bizarre and bizarre. He's asking, Lula, bro, has the money come through yet? Yeah, he is getting more restless and restless. And one day, I was having my afternoon nap, yeah, and I noticed somebody was taking a peek through the hole. I noticed there was somebody standing there, just looking at me while I'm laying there. I thought to myself, my friend, I love you, but I gotta put you on the chopping board. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego. How to deal with monitoring spirit that is around you, especially your family members. It could even be people that you work with. Now, when your eyes begin to open, guys, you're gonna see monitoring spirits are everywhere. Sometimes, guys, even the conversation you thought they were just friendly, funny enough, it's a monitoring spirit. Now you might ask yourself and say, if my family loved me, what is the problem if they monitor me? Well, there's no problem if they monitor you, as long as they got good intention and the hearts. Now, there's monitoring spirit that I'm talking about are people who watch you and have a very negative intention in the hearts towards you. And let me tell you something, 99% of the people in your life are those kind of people. If you go through your life and you find that somebody actually loves you for who you are, 1% that is, guys, you're blessed. Seriously speaking. Especially if you got a calling on your name. Guys, there are monitoring spirits all over the place. Now, the best way to deal with them is to get them out of your life. Me, I must say, I have a gift of doing this without even thinking, without even blinking. But I must admit, there has been situations and people that has taken me two whole years in order for me to get them out of my life. Particularly, guys, your family. When you know that you're not aligned anymore, it's not as easy to get them out of your life. But it's necessary and must be done. Now, if you find it difficult for you to get these people out of your life, guys, you have to play a game. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to deal with monitoring spirit that is in your life until you build enough courage within yourself to get them out of your life for good. The first one is tell them nothing. Tell them nothing, guys. Actually, let me share with you about this video I've seen recently about this old lady and who in America. She explained this subject in her own way and her own English. She says, never tell a nigga about your bitch, about your money, and about your next move. I said, boom, right there. It's spot on. If you suspect there is a monitoring spirit around you, tell them nothing, guys. After all, the devil cannot attack what he doesn't know. And if you tell him nothing, that he doesn't know anything. Now, every time I deal with people, the best policy for me is silence. Why am I silent? Because I'm reading you. I'm paying attention to what you're not saying. I'm paying attention to your energy. Now, if you really want to know, somebody is a monitoring spirit in your life, try this for a test. When something positive in your life happens, go and tell them that news. But after you tell them that news, be quiet and just pay attention to the atmosphere. And most importantly, pay attention to their reaction. And that'll be your answer. All right, moving on to the next point. How to deal with monitoring spirits. Now, this one is for you people who enjoy to really manipulate the manipulator. I'm a little bit like that myself, seriously. And let me tell you something, it's the best revenge. And also, it's the best way to find out if these people are gossip people, if these people are people who spread rumors about you. And most importantly, this, guys, will help you know who is that person with the bad intention around you. And that is to give them conflict stories. That is to give them a story that is a lie just to keep them guessing. And that is to give them story that doesn't even make any sense. Just to play with them. Let me tell you something. If you do this right, you have given them the test of their own medicine. Now, this happened like a long time ago. I was working with this lady at the time, and this lady began to get personal with me, like asking me questions as people do. And I noticed that this one is one of the monitoring spirit ones. Let me play with her. So she asked me about my family, if I was married and all that. I told her that I'm a traditional man. I'm a traditional African man. That I have married three wives that live with me, and we breed like rabbits. I say I have like 10 kids. Now, when I told her this, I can see she's blown away by the story. The most interesting thing about this story is that she began to tell people, oh, everyone that worked there. Now, when I'm walking around in the corridor, people are asking me, Alula, bro, how's your wives? Do you see what I'm saying? Now, that is how you bet. I'm monitoring spirit, guys. Now, let's move on to the most interesting, good point, which you must deal with them and do this. Do this with your eyes closed, even if it's hard for you. Now, I must admit, when I was going through my ascension, guys, I was pretty shook up with some of the separation that I had to do. Man, I was in really depression for months and months and months and months, and it just kept on going and kept on going. But it was a good idea that I was learning the art of releasing. Seriously. This idea of healing, I'm going to the next level, guys. Don't think that you're gonna get it by just walking in the park. It's gonna take everything that you got. But I must say that it's worth it. And the most interesting point on this, guys, is that the best way to deal with a monitoring spirit is just to get them out of your life. Full stop, finish. No discussion, nothing to talk about there. All right, bye. Take care.